you were telling me is your cousin. This is the same girl, isn't it? You even showed me pictures of her singing. This is the same girl that you showed me is your cousin.
No, you're confusing people now.
The gospel singer.
Are you sure?
Is her name not Sophie, Kevin?
No, her name is Acsa, not Sophie. Read there, you can see that. Her name is Acsa, her name is not Sophie.
Nani Kevin aebisa mwasine o Chibo ke acsa olangi aza cousine na ya famille maternelle.
There's something I wanted to tell you. I was a little bit shy to tell you face to face. I know I owe you money, but I have to raise 150K by Saturday. I'm even laughing because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you know someone who can help me on this neighborhood of mine with his car, if you know someone who can help me, or you know someone who can assist me by Saturday morning, and I will pay the person back. We give me send the papers. I'll pay the person back by the second half of December or the beginning of January. Please, I really need it. Tomorrow it's gonna be great, but by Saturday morning, do you know anyone that can help me with that, please? Thank you. Hey babes, got your message. I'll ask around. Money is money, babes. I know you're not running away, and I know you're good for it. I won't lie, Dubai was hard for me. It was very hard. And yeah, it's behind us now. And I know when you're ready, you'll give it back. But I've heard your new request, and I'll ask around to see what I can do.
So how did you feeling after knowing that it was said that all thing he said about Darcy?
I feel that one hurts me very much, and because of that, I will take this copy, I will give it to my lawyer. He will never see Darcy ever again. As long as I'm alive, he will never, because how can you deny Darcy? You never said anything to me. Darcy has your name. Her name is Darcia Kasia. You signed on her birth certificate. Now today, you are telling another woman that she is not. I'm going to show her.
Alors un message au communauté moi si na Chibo, alors la sango Darcy a opé son pe lawyer na avocat na pour oser sous na droit monter du kona Darcy parce que elle pouvait tout accepter ou humilier mais pour wanga makila na Darcy parce que Darcy comme on est Darcy cassé mais t'as des gros wanga moi na yo.
Give us our money. This woman, she needs her money. I also need my money. I also need to pay the debts that you left me with here in South Africa. Your car was repossessed. I'm not going to pay for that money. 145,000.
The car was repossessed for how much?
He owes 145,000 rand on the
Sorry?
car. 145,000 rand.
145, 55,000 rand.
I am very, very hurt that as another woman, I was party to his lies. Right? For me to find out that he was still very much with you,
yes.
I had to reach out. I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I thought I'd just do my case quietly. I'm also going legal. He owes me money. He knows it. I've got all the proof. I've shown the ladies here. I've got all the proofs of payments. I've got his voice note saying he'll pay me. I've got his messages saying he'll pay me. Plus, he paid me on the 24th of November. He paid me 5,000. Why would he pay me if he doesn't owe me money? Why would he pay me?
Futa mbongo na banyone so zaki na ngeze des 65,000 rand. Abane ko de somo parce que chaque fois no une explication le lo papa na ngazo bele lo bi blandine ya na blandine mobile na za irresponsable whatever et le lo tension mati mutu pasi ya ngaza ko de somo surtout parce que ça que laisser quoi yiba mbongo na onionso akima na ngolo ko la avocat la nyela makambu ya ngwa o de fambongo ko se bazon c'est lo mbongo na yo o futa mbongo a Chibo na intérêt tu vois besoin c'est le mbongo na si 265,000 au futa 5,000 rand et 260,000 rand.
We want our money. I want my money. You left me in debt. Your car was repossessed. I need to pay that. You need to come pay that money. Really.
Alimbo na e futa 70 000 rand na e mutuka o defa na banque nyongeza makasi baye bakangi mutuka na yo pesa mbongo na e alimba pour te tiki na ba difficulté énorme.
Kota sabone nireye kalala Elize madiame aze komera kota fema sabone kota sabone nireye kalala Elize madiame aze komera kota fema sabone kota sabone nireye kalala Elize madiame aze komera kota fema sabone kota sabone nireye Porsche Cayenne modèle Basta bae bati Lichomba bolingo.
Bien voilà très chers internautes fidèles habitués des Mamans Internationales, bonjour. Nous sommes toujours en Afrique du Sud et à chaque fois qu'il y a une actualité, comme je ne cesse de vous les répéter, pour retenir, informer, éclaircir l'opinion et mettre le point sur les i, envie d'épingler certains points. Et les loboé, toé awa, toujours na forêt, na rodepot estate. Na ya benginga, moi si ya Kevin, Kasea, mon sousou, oyo Kevin a défaki 260 000 rand. A fondé l'épée de Jacques parce qu'il faut affouter un bon attaque émission. Na saki na moi si. Il y a Kevin, femme légitime, n'a laissé go. A Benginga, dans ça, la capture d'écran de Bomo, n'a arabi que Kevin a déjà divorcé dans laissé go. A des sagas, il bosse 80 000. Et puis, il y a un bon bon, on va prouver, mais malheureusement, il y a un Alinko, le canal vidéo, tu maintenant recordé. En complicité avec la régie, suivez-moi.
You are the one, my life, you are the one, my tigugu. Oh, love you. Nakokufa pona yo mwana mama. Nakokachwa pona yo mwana mama. Grâce à toi, je suis.
Voilà tout ça, awa. Et pas il y a Madame Chibo. Agali, moi si mon sousou, il y a Kevin Kasea. Donc je même de là, mon Dieu, parce que ma story auto qui awa et les Keninga. Dans ma benginga, tous les qui n'ont laissé go, tous les mamans awa. Et il y a des défis ça, Kevin Kasea a 260 000 rand. À moi si à Kevin Kasea, ne bon dans la vidéo, bazali na piscine, bazali na kati ya, mon Dieu. Donc tu es, ma femme est qui a choqué biso à lobby, en tout cas l'autre m'a rebellé à propos à laisser go et pas à Chibo. You are from where?
Zimbabwe.
Chibo, as a from Aouta, as Zimbabwean, he as a Sud-African.
You want let her tell her story?
But yeah, tell us why did you call her?
Yeah, somebody will also.
Okay, so I saw your YouTube interview.
Yes.
And I think I listened to a phone call. I don't know whether it was you or the other lady who was translating the conversation that you guys were having. And she mentioned that I can understand a little bit of French. She mentioned that there was someone who, there's a lady who called in after the recording was done. Right? And she was doing like a question-answer session. And there's a lady, I think it was Adrienne Premier.
Yes.
And she mentioned that she found it very strange that during the live of one of the wedding ceremonies, there was a lady who was sending messages about money, and people were responding saying, no, she's just jealous because Kevin left her.
Let me explain. À lobby, ye azwaki numéro na YouTube, na émission na salaki, et puis à mon vidéo na muta postaki yango Adrienne première dame. Et puis azui a benginga. Mais quand Adrienne a posté une vidéo, on a tout ça dans les segos. Chibo, Adrienne a lobby, na kamo ki jour il y a mariage, il y a acsa olangi, ezaki na mwana mwasi moko bwazaki kokoma futanga mbongo na so futinga mbongo na te na obstam biso so futinga mbongo na te na ko exposer yo nde place azaki intéressé et puis ko tanga yo ki abia ba obeta bisolo na nde abenga nde bomoninga toye yes you can
I also posted on acsa's page herself.
Yeah, come close.
I posted on acsa's page. I posted on the sister's page. I think the sister's name is Ketia. So that's what I was posting.
Yeah, show him on there.
This is what I was posting. It's translated into English, but I posted in French so that no one could misconstrue it.
Yeah.
And he left my house on the 20th of November, right? 20 November.
Yeah.
He spent the day here.
Yes.
And he was telling me how sick his father was. He's scared. He was even asking me how we coped when my father died.
Yeah.
Bazaki le 20 novembre avant que parce que Kevin a le 21, il left to you on 21 November.
Yes.
Alors moi qui a pas Thibault le 20 novembre, elle dit que papa na his father passed away.
No. He said his father was in trauma, critical care, in hospital in Kinshasa.
Alors oui, papa na azali na état critique na coma na Kinshasa. Yango okende kin. Donc bakabona na Thibault le 20 novembre, ba yo okabana na laissé go le 21 novembre d'avoir na ba 3 heures parce que les vidéos na beaucoup na tourner laissé go. Et beaucoup de gens qui sont côté qui aéroport, qui est à l'aéroport, ils ont quitté parce que à voyager qui le 21 novembre on a 3 heures du matin. Yes, you can continue.
Okay, so when he left here, he then said to me, "No, you can't take me to the airport," because he showed me his booking. He's actually sent it to me, the flight booking, and I even asked, "Why is it one way?" Because it was a one-way ticket.
Yes.
Right. And then he says, "No, because I don't know how long I'm going to be home for. I don't know how soon Papa will come out of hospital." It made sense. The answer made sense,
yes.
Right? So then he says, "No, I can't ask you to come and take me to the airport because I have to be at the airport before dawn. Because I think the flight was at 7.
Fine. Let me check on here. It's fine. You can carry on.
The flight was leaving at 7. Right? But now I know, and then also that morning when he left to go to Kinshasa, I woke up as well at 3 a.m. to phone him, because obviously if he has to be at the airport at 7, he will wake up 3:30 to get ready to leave the house. He did not answer. Right? The other thing I was chasing him for was my payment, because he promised to pay my money before he leaves.
When did you borrow him the money?
Okay, so from December last year, 2019, right, up until end of October, I've given him 265,000 rands.
From?
December 2019?
Yes.
In fact, the first payment I made him was in October 2019.
October, right? You borrow him how much?
The first amount was 15,000.
50,000 rands.
And then in December, by the end of December, it was up to 83,000 rands.
83,000 rands.
Okay?
Yes.
And then throughout this year, up until October, it's now up to 265,000 rands. I've got all the proofs of payments.
Yeah.
And
can
like
we see the proof?
No, I can show you.
System so bi ba nyonso bambongo nyonso apesaki Kevin Kaseya le na mois d'octobre l'année passée parce que 50,000 rands. Si to comme en décembre a ko ba c'est 80,000 rands. Moi au année où depuis bandi ti to kendenge de raso Kevin Kaseya ko ba la acsa olangi. Bon, on est c'est ça 260,000 rands. Il faut avant que c'est bon on aille. Mais si ko problème est que y a conversation nyonso bazaki ko solo na Kevin Kaseya azaki ko poster en haut na mur ya acsa. Alors le quoi zako tona ba commentaire ba benga za jealous ayo ki alibala acsa zuwa ayo ki les zuwa te pour yenda za baza 50 ans. Kevin a joué à pesa ki bato a to yebeza 40 ans. Mais tu peux te soyer on est âge né solo to âge ya lokuta. Donc c'est ça. Azwa ki gout ba message à tindeli à forward acsa olangi na WhatsApp. Acsa olangi ayoka ma répondante a répondate. Atinda sala groupe yena acsa olangi na Kevin. na Instagram acsa olangi atanga ba message ma répondant te pona bino ba tolo ba ke acsa za victime te. Il savait très bien que Kevin était marié donc a tie mutu. Pour ce pena bo katanze bo acsa sani. Cela montre, prouve à suffisance que Azaki prête que Oegoya et à Pascal le bien pour équilibrer les passés, c'est les passés, le pété comme ça qu'il a pété. Donc Azaki victime. Yes, sister, you can.
Yeah. So then I was saying beginning of November, I noticed his pattern changed. And it always used to happen when I asked him for my money, because he'd tell me a story by end of August, the 25th, I'll pay you. Then around the time I start asking, he gets angry, he stops coming, he stops answering my phone calls. And then when I stop asking about the money, things go back to normal.
Donc, à chaque fois, Kevin Kassia, sur la scène, on a commis kanda. Au cas où mangala a bloqué, au sala au union, au sa yamade. Mais ce qui a tiki ko senga imbo, on a harmonie zone normale dans la relation na bango. Bon, on a bon attaque jacuzzi, bon, on a bon en tout cas, yé Chibo a Zimbabwe, mais à Kenda na ya laissé go vendredi à la samedi dimanche à zonga imaginez. Avec ça laissé go. Na bilo amatoi o laissé go alati o yé Chibo mutu a soma yango. Donc na mbongo nae Kevin Kassia a joué yango a bien pesa moi na liboso la chise à dans la 21 ans moi on peut laisser go yebiete nzoka yaki nango a pesi laissé go. Ah, tout le monde a carte postale. Where is the card? Wait.
Yeah, my birthday card.
Yes.
Don't show people my age, please.
No. Bon, mon awa, Kevin Kassia, pour vous avoir la précision, Kevin Osni Joseph Kassia. Donc, au fraki moi si na Chibo, carte postale Oyo a comme lié You Fill My Heart with happiness and give a reason to smile. Donc, autant d'ici mon thème en anglais n'est sengo pour pesinga raison c'est qu'en vie pour nos bandos c'est que sous na vie. May you have everything you wish for your birthday. Na souhaité tout le bonheur aux souhaité pour Zwana un jour anniversaire na yo. You deserve a wonderful full years with your heart full with happiness. I love you hundreds. Wana ezali ya Kevin Kassia mutu a offra Chibo. Alors que Kevin Kassia na vie na ende bazana moi sine laissé go. Nanu atikala koye bisaye teke. Et puis birthday fête ya laissé go la naissance a offrir ne serait-ce qu'une carte postale. Kevin a ça là pour pas laissé go. Mais Kevin a kenda plus long koye bisa Chibo qui laissé go. Non, qui laissé go à ça moins sérieuse que ce que Kevin Kassia a vu dans ses galisous, c'est parce que laissé go a dit ça Kevin que moi na auto bota za la moi na auto na bota na mbali mususu yango Kevin Kassia a comme triste. Imaginez makambo na ça bino to kambo ngai na laissé go awa et pas Chibo. Chibo boye ku koleka vidéo parce que aza moi na mobali so moi na moni na makambo o za très férié. Mais la bonne délai c'est parce que tu as besoin de preuve. N'a pas vraiment vidéo na laisser go de moni azaya kokufa parce que nous tous ça l'émission moi na za likolo azolela parce que laisser moi qui sur na choix télé bien dit c'est que moi na mona ba vidéo na YouTube à mon account na Facebook à moni ba photo na tuni maman what is wrong les maman expliquer qui si quand nous tous ça émission moi na likolo na ndako ya Chibo atona ndaka Chibo moi non donc allez-y comprendre c'est vraiment une situation accablante. La situation vraiment délicate. Match est ma belle si Kevin Kassia a changé. Bino mi bali na biso ba congolais. Bo monde sa biso pasi combien mi bali ba congolais ba sundoli basi na mboka oyo ya ba congolais na bana. Balandi peka basi ba congolais tout le bana ko basi d'africain. Mais siko oyo zo sala na to be ngo chimbondation tout be ngo no moni nde balobaka 1000 jours de vol, un jour d'attrape. Yibo salo sala mais un jour nzamba ko exposer on est siko nzamba zo exposer on les ici laisser au moins sur bala au pandais sont partout au divorce parce que tant tu vas contacter ngande bo mona ba script c'est parce que baki ka esi ki daba divorce tinga na oya bo tu vas benga ebe peut-être que tu viens laisser go donc et ça vraiment bilo bat bolo bat ke acsa Rachel olangi aza victime tiboyi bakayebe makambo parce que makambo nyonso mo basoli le 24 novembre déjà batindaki bavoye so ayokaki makuta babaki eloko te Chibo asala groupe ya Instagram ye na acsa na Kevin ayoka bavoye azwa moment à bloquer acsa ayoka bavoye sa répondre pour juste pour vous dire que elle n'est pas une victime elle savait très bien ce qu'elle était en train de faire. Yes, you can continue. Okay. If you can have to see the proof for the money transfer.
Okay, so I showed him one of the proofs of payments. Do you want me to open them?
Yes.
So yeah, I've got all of them here. Okay, proof of payment. Can you see his name is there?
Yeah, you can open.
Can you see
so
that?
they can see properly.
Yeah. Payment made to. There's his bank account number here. 15,000. That one.
For the fifth time.
This was in December. Some of the money I gave cash. I'd have to go and withdraw from the bank, and then he'd come and collect here or meet me at the bank. So by December 2019, by end of December, I had given him 80,000.
Okay.
So I can tell you this and show you everything. I had started preparing something that I wanted to send to. I don't know whether I deleted it. For my lawyer to put together.
No, I don't want you to hear this. What you're talking about. I'll put it
I deleted it. Oh, here. You see, I was going to send. It's not very clear. It's a photo. You see, it's a photo of us, some messages. You see, even here, you see what he says about his sister. It's not very clear. I'll send this to you.
Okay.
Can you see what he says about his sister? He says,
good morning, baby. Hope sleep well because I rested last night. I have lots of meetings today, mostly for my investment plans. I really want to invest again as soon as possible before I start spending the money. Even I touched some yesterday to help Blondine because she is an irresponsible husband.
Donc, she said Blondine she is an irresponsible husband. Lekine Blondine, she's a head or young sister.
elder.
Grande sœur na Blondine. Oh, azo binga la démission par rapport à baby laisser goûter. Bavanda alambal na. They are staying here, ne?
So yes, they stay in Rodiport. That's why I go to.
Yes. Abi mobile Blondine aza irresponsable. Ayebi kubatela la cité à Chouabon et le reliate. Yango ye azo kimbonga azaki na mwa pesa ki bango. Siko azo linga a réinvestir ba business na ye. Et yango azo senga aide pas Chibo aza zimbabweenne. Bref, nous eza 260,000 rands.
Hey, can I say something? Okay, this message is from my husband, Kevin. Send it to another woman. And here he says, good morning, babe. Hope you slept well because I did. I was exhausted last night. I have lots of meetings today, mostly for my investment plans. I really want to reinvest again as soon as possible before I start spending the money. Even if I touched some yesterday to help Blandine Kaseya. Blandine, yes, Blandine. My sister-in-law, Blandine. The one who was at my wedding, Blandine. The one who was in my lobola.
But she said she is not recognizing you.
Blandine. Because she has an irresponsible husband. I know Blandine's husband.
She's irresponsible.
I can't comment on that one. I'm sorry, babe. I will not be able to see you. I know I owe you lots of money. And I'm sure that by the 25th, I'll be able to pay.
25th January.
That's August.
That's in August.
Yeah.
August
The message was sent
2020.
Yes.
Donc, à lobby, bébé, patienté, n'a vu qu'il y a des filles bon et belé, mais le 1er août, dans un silo, bon,
And by August, I think the money was up to 230,000. It hadn't reached.
Donc, déjà, dans le mois août, bon, on est acquis 230 000 règles.
But why did you keep
il
on
n'est pas
paying
payé.
Because the story was so plausible, right? You work in a bank,
Yes.
right? You cleaned out all his money.
Me.
Because you work in a bank. And you know how to work.
Oyo qui n'est pas au baquet, bon, on a une sur les ségo, il paye bon, parce que les ségo à ça
You
la
took all
banque.
his money when you left the marriage, right? And the reason why I opened up was because he was divorced.
Les ségo
Okay,
à
now
tout
he's divorced, but he's telling them he was not married
No,
to
he
me.
told me that he was divorced. And I can show you the messages and the voice notes.
Donc, Kevin Kassé a dit ça Chibo, que a balara les ségo me va divorcer. Les ségo à ça la banque, les ségo a yiba bon on y son compte.
This 150, remember?
Yangoye atika mabu pamba yango so ya ke pa Chibo a déficit bon Chibo pa yoka ki mawa mobile nanga aza mbongo te mwasa kime na mbongo parce que sundola ina mwana nde Chibo zo ki mbongo a déficit.
Yeah, put his picture there. Put it so they see him. Put it so that he can't say it wasn't him.
You and him.
Yes.
Bango ye nde bomo na o Chibo. Ah bomo neza Chibo. Na Kevin Kassé à tous Solange qu'on a présence. Il y a laissé go moi si il y a Kevin yanda. Imaginez bomi chata na place na bino ba tozolo ba bo finga. Pourquoi biso ba congolais tozana la boyi kambo ye mona na clear. Que mon bali c'est un aventurier, un maître frappeur. Avant qu'est-ce qui prouve qu'elle est Rachel
Let me go to this message. It was on the 21st.
So qui maman moi na yo sa bazo ko sele makambi banda.
Biological daughter.
What?
Yeah. I was going to send all that.
What?
Let me see.
Another sleepless night. I'm really fed up. Why people has to be so cruel? She stole a lot of money from me.
That's the money.
Fraudulently, my signature to get possessions of my account. That is not my biological child according to DNA results. You know what? For that, Kevin, you will never see Desi ever again. And you and the rest of your family don't even come and claim my child. You will never see her. You will never see her. Never.
Jamais.
As long as I live, you will never see her.
I'm
going to tell her. I will save this message and I will show her that you denied her. I want to see this. Come to me. Send me the results that you said about it. How can you deny your own blood? The child who was born 320 grams, she was a premature. She spent 3 months in hospital. 3 months.
I know.
So small. And now he's going to deny her.
Donc bon na Kevin azo wanga na mwana lo ba ke dese za mwana na iti. Ama kila na iti. Yango yeta matani message aobi tant qu'on a envie Kevin Kassé a tika ba mwana da cité. Et dans la ba membre famille na mon côté ba mwana sous dasi. À moins que ya cha mutu na sa kufa mais tant qu'on a envie ba mwana iti.
You know guys, the reason why I messaged you today after listening to your interview, I'm a woman. Right?
My goodness.
If I was the woman, I always used to question myself. And I said it to you guys. In this world, I think it's 0.00001% of women that don't want their children. It's very rare for a woman to walk away from her marriage and leave her children.
Yes.
Right?
That is true.
And we all used to say, my sisters, everyone who's met this man, used to say, wow, you're such an honorable man. For you to be looking after, because he said he had his 2 children. Lashwana, who now I know does not exist, because the gift I bought for Lashwana is now on your ears.
Yes.
And the little one upstairs. Right? And for me, that's why I said it's too early for me to meet the children. That's why I never used to go to the house when the children were
Listen to what he says. Listen to what he says. He's even talking bad about his family. He's saying that, okay, now after he's saying this is not my biological child according to the DNA results, they freeze all the accounts because we were in court and under investigation that can take up to a month. My family doesn't want to help me because I didn't listen to them when they stopped to go ahead with her. It is the first in my life to reach the bottom rock and stuck like this. You are going to get stuck forever. You are going to jail. Right now, you're going to jail.
Now,
this is not about marriage, you're going to
Kevin
jail.
Kassé a kosaki Chibo, abi ke bakende ko salisa ID. Aden, bakende ko salisa Aden, et puis ba monike dasi mwana oyo Kevin Kassé ba bota na lesego azali mwana ya Kevin Kassé ya te. Famille na ye ba sundola ba boya o salisa e poye aboya ho yo ke da monto ba da ko pekise na mwasi oyo. Yango ye pas le lié auti que sous-souté, il faut pas porter Kevin plainte. Azon c'est le bon on est parce que c'est une pauvre femme. Kevin comment on peut ruiner moi si na yo boye. OK, koloba que jusqu'au point de nier sa fille. Oh le bakayi bon on est sur la banque on le dit qu'elle malheureux oyo yibi bon Tala plein d'autres autres ba congolais leur problème. Tala nous autres autres sont pas problème. Pourquoi mon koko s'est comporté bon. Oh docteur té aux maître frappeur. Acsa olangi yo kasi Kevin enfant na bien. Mais si bino ba bolo ba ngeza jalousie, ne tinga na jalousie acsa olangi na ni. Et elle vit na
You should know that.
Mais ba wala ki sen dia parce que ba o ba leki liboso na ba leki parce que le o ba bimi ba mi basi. To yebite lo ni soso na na bimi. Na yebite lo bina na contacter.
Then also
on the
let me show you. On the 25th when this wedding
laissez Goazaki koyoka tout le temps Kevin Kassé attend à combat Chibo mais atika la mona Chibo te première fois on Chibo le Chibo beninga même ta boy ko linga bo ko benge pe daddy ba kongole bolamka ko bolamka.
What kind of a person are you? You take money from women.
There's something I wanted to tell you. I was a little bit shy to tell you face to face. I know I owe you money, but I have to raise 150K by Saturday. I'm even laughing because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you know someone who can help me, or this neighbor of mine with his car, if you know someone who can help me, or you know someone who can assist me by Saturday morning, and I will pay the person back. We can even send the papers. I'll pay the person back by the second half of December or the beginning of Jan. Please, I really need it. Tomorrow it's gonna be great, but by Saturday morning, do you know anyone that can help me with that, please? Thank you.
Hey babes, got your message. I'll ask around. Money is money, babes. I know you're not running away, and I know you're good for it. I won't lie, Dubai was hard for me. It was very hard. And yeah, it's behind us now. And I know when you're ready, you'll give it back. But I've heard your new request, and I'll ask around and see what I can do.
You lie around. You tell me this. You tell me that. On top of that, now you deny your own blood, your own daughter.
Nicolas Maramio est choqué laissé parce que Kevin a dit que dans ces mois il était parce que non c'est ça test à Aden abima que examen qu'il a été bon yo canon pour ma papa. Et bon bien on quand ça fait à cibler bon intérêt tout n'est pas ça online.
Yeah, I said to him, if you don't pay me now, this is the afternoon of the traditional wedding. I said to him, if you don't pay me now, I'm going to...
When it was?
Okay, can I listen to the message?
Listen, hold on. Look at the date, 24th of November, right? They were getting ready for the traditional.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what he says.
Hold on,
wait, let me set the stage. He says to me, he'll do my payment. I'll send it later today, right? I said, I've helped feed your family. If you don't, you know what will happen, right? I don't care. You don't care about me, so why must I be patient and understanding any more than I already have been?
Yes.
Plus, I bought that ring she's wearing.
Oh my goodness.
Right? So then, this is what he says.
Oh, the man, so why don't you do it now then? You do it, I'll tell my family, everything's called off. Then I'll come back. Me and you, we'll see the consequences of every action that we are doing. Why don't you do it now then? Why are you threatening me? Why?
Okay. So let
He
me
was
explain.
intimidate you.
No. So I had said to him, if you don't pay me, I'm going to write to Ellen, David Olangi, all at Access family. I'm going to tell them you owe me money and you left South Africa.
You should.
I did already.
And
you
what did
left
they say?
nothing. They just ignored it. You left South Africa telling us that your father is dying. You even told me, I sent that voice note to Axa as well. He told me his father stopped breathing for 8 minutes. I've got the voice note.
Send us that voice note.
Mama Nagai.
Boyo qui
Like
a
you
lobby,
used to say.
ayaki ko défend bon parce que papa na ye a ça qui a rééduqué pendant 8 minutes.
I sent it to an Instagram.
Yango faka ke kishasa za ok ko bala. Ye azwa ba mikanda ba lettre ba prouve o nyonso ba transfert o nyonso ça atinda la famille on atinda la Sophie olangi o azali anti aza tante ya ba acsa olangi. Mais réalité que aza solution te. Abi Thibaut na yebi ke olimbo na yo na promesse yo na otinde la o.
My blood pressure is very high. I have a very big
Tension na ngeza o mata na o ka bien te.
Please.
Na bonne yo pardon.
Please, if you consider me even as a person,
Toro
listen to me.
considéranga
I know it's your money. I know what I did is not good. But
na yebi
please,
ke
I'm
o na
asking
fa
you
ke ya
nicely.
bien te. Mais mingi sana na fito mbongo na yo.
Please don't put me under pressure. Please. I think when if you see me collapse and die, then you will believe me. I think that's the one.
Donc bon na Kevin aza oyo boyoki awa na yebi ke nga fona qualifier nani. C'est pas une personne sérieuse, c'est un homme méchant. C'est un homme méchant en fait. Il n'est pas sérieux à blesser les ségos. Et puis il y a l'oublié par exemple moi si amitié n'a pas à laisser go tant il y a donc à benginga parce que il y a baka Kevin bakawana laisser go tant la moni des vidéos n'a qui choqué bien c'est que makambudo sur Kevin ba ne ko sanga za kosa imaginez que so ya que oh mais pas maman na ya ko tsaka na nda vendredi samedi machallah likuna so il laissé walinga so ngalié pas ici imaginez.
This is
Oh, did you show her?
this I sent to Axa on
She
her
read
Instagram.
them.
No, this one she didn't read.
Oh,
But I
okay.
also sent on my WhatsApp that
Okay.
blue tick I showed you guys. I said I've received 5,000. This is now on the day of the traditional wedding. Received 5,000.
So he used the money to go do that wedding with.
I'm sure. Because this is on Axa's Instagram. I inboxed her. She ignored it, but the WhatsApp she read. The WhatsApp she read, she didn't answer.
Atindaki ba message oyo et pas acsa na Instagram atindaki on pe na WhatsApp ya Instagram atanga kite mais WhatsApp atanga parce que ça qui ba bleu mais a répondre te. Donc he never pay even one
He
rand.
sent me 5,000 on the 25th of November. That was after I said to him, if you don't
He also
pay
sent
me,
me money when he got there. He sent me 10,000 rand when he went to.
Come.
Yeah, he sent me 10,000 rand. And then later on, he sent me 6,000 rand. And as soon as he found out that I.
Donc depuis Kevin akenda Congo atindela laisser go 10,000 donc 10,000 rand après otindela 6,000 rand.
And as soon as he found out that I saw that he got married to somebody, then he withdrew the 6,000 from the account.
Donc tant sikoyo yo otindela 6,000 rand ezaki laisser go ayaki ko apprendre que abali mbala moya ki a retirer 6,000 rand oyo atilaki na account. Mais bino bakolo bakeba boya na ba divorce ba oki que depuis Kevin akeka Congo le 21 novembre atindelaki 10,000 rand après otinda 6,000 rand 6,000 rand oyo alongolaki. Il paye how much 5,000. Na mbongo na yenyo so oyo sana wafutilaki afuti 5,000. 25 November.
Yes.
Dans le 25 novembre. When he sent you that money?
My battery will die. I think it was maybe last week or I'll check. Maybe last week or but it's not the 25th. It's after the wedding. After the wedding.
Donc after après mariage na bango na oyebisa bino batatembe bazwa kosolola na video
Yeah.
oyo laisser go na Kevin Kassé ba osolola Kevin Kassé alaki boxer.
And I asked him, what are you going to do with that money? Because I was on my way to Sentin. I told him that I'm going to buy Desi something, like I was going to buy him like Christmas clothes or something like that. So I was on my way to Sentin, went to Zara, When I was there, I saw a withdrawal from the account. I asked him, why did you take all of the money? Because you know that I'm going to shop for Dasi. And he said, oh, I need it. I'm going to use it for something.
Donc bongo atinda kita unesego a comprendre que ya bali a qui a retiré 6000 rand wana ya tunye atuna ke d'abord bongo ça non on y a dit on est na sombela da sikilamba ba bonne année ba fête ya festivité à fin d'année en réseau ya nde atunye bongo on retire en poignée on non c'est non lo mususu nde na yo somno na vidéo o lesego na Kevin kasi après mariage na sola ni ba o solo la à moitié ni na nango nazali na ba conversation na bango oyo bazo benga na bébé chérie et tu me manques nazana mo wana après mariage donc ton dans la vidéo là ce qu'on a mis tout là c'est la vidéo autant bon sur la web acsa siko yazaki wapi acsa zalaki wapi donc botika tembi ngas qu'on a mis tout na alingi nani aokosa nani parce que sur la cosa qui est pesa na bilo amato ina somela mwana nga 21 na bilo amato wana kapesi lesego ya mwana bomu na yazo ba bilo amato la tizanga aisa nga zo ke kopesa mwana ye wana ke ki na zo tindele 10000 rand zo tindele 6000 rand zo tindele ko 5000 rand mais bolo ba pourquoi ba kabwana na yo ya blondi no mukolo se respecter yo la kata vidéo au prier na lesego mais aucun na kino kumulu bo me connaître c'est pas bien. C'est pas bien, en tout cas, vous devez changer.
Yeah. When did he pay you? I think he took the money.
He paid me on the 25th.
Oh, okay. He took the money after.
No, he paid me on the 24th. Sorry, it was the 24th.
24.
Yeah, but for me, he took it on the...
He just throw in your account.
He just threw in my account.
Dans la foute quelqu'un un jour au basa qui m'aurait suivi et coutumé a évité ce peu bon à cadeau et on va voir qu'elle tient
says Kevin, I took a picture of the payment. I've got it somewhere here. I did take a picture of the payment. I sent it because my lawyer wants to...
So he's still
there showing him, I've got no money. Can I have my money, please?
Yes.
He's saying, I have...
He's also called you, babe.
Have you got the notification?
He's calling me one babe.
Have you got the notification? I said, of course I don't have the notification because no transfer was done. You haven't paid me. I know you haven't paid me.
So the all money still...
He's only paid me, of all the money I've given him, he's only paid me 5,000.
Okay, we need to mention the total.
The total is
no,
216.
It was 265. Now with the 5 that he's paid me, it's now 260,000.
Avec la année à 265 000 rand. Donc à 265 000 rand, on a foutu 5 000 rand. À quel numéro à 260 000 rand. Si comme vous avez dit ça, on a foutu ici. Bah tu vas vous voir, bah musikati. Bah laissez vous voir ça, kuna chibo aza. Donc ah ils ont tapé chibo aza. Vraiment lingo les canaux vidéo. T'es pour moi na mobile aussi. Les garçons moni maman côte na marambo ndengenini. Donc c'est un peu ça. Donc à tout petit moment mito et heureusement que va mikolo laisser go mte mon néné marambo a yo qui a réagi. T'es hier pour aller faire laisser go. Makambo non et choqué parce que mon bad non le bas qui est beau et na bosala divorce. Oye dit que moi non azala a été à chat télébuqué pour ça ici ba test ya ba Aden moi n'a pas bini a été au kimail nambo on est le gros sala na banque au kenda ou imita signature na ozo embo on so kima mais tant on est na moni vidéo yo na Mireille na carte vidéo ni na ki choqué ni na benga Mireille mais a ebe petit que to yana laisser go on a pas se répondre to yana laisser go. Donc, bino, nous sommes opposés à un problème. On a Kevin beau hésiter, t'es beau bien. En tout cas, je suis disponible et très disposé pour répondre à parce que, donc, aux années 2020, vous avez un bon nombre de gens qui vont périr. Parce que, vous avez un donc, Kevin, you must be exposed. You must be exposed. It's not my fault.
Yeah,
and then you must change.
No, he must pay back everything he owes us. He cannot leave you in such debt. No. It's not fair.
His car got repossessed. You know how much? Repossessed. You know how much he owes for the car? 145.
Voiture ya Kevin a défend la banque ba ki ba kangia.
How long did it take?
Naza vidéo au bon moment on balancer puis nous a voiture à Kevin banque et beau parce qu'elles ont quand on a crédit. Tellement d'argent ça la pété depuis juin et l'année passée. Na vanda banque et ko voiture et c'est déjà à peu près 5 jours. Banque et beauté pour voiture pour laisser comme ça ni. Il y a un aussi laisser comme ça pas ticket voiture c'est que accueillir n'est pour ne plus revenir. Bien ne beau ça va idée beau ça va idée beau quand on raté.
Accueillir the TV on in my room.
Pour soi zongi alors ça se à Quand on met changer, tout mais vraiment changer, c'est pas bien. Les larmes d'une femme ne coulent pas pour rien. Ne laissez les larmes. Parce qu'elles ont les larmes, bon, mon état boé. Na tout ni petite soeur na ye, bon, fan ni abi rien ne va. Beaucoup là la bout de la nuit, la mouke va du gang, va du crakazo pété. Ce qu'on dit, va mettre plus dans la place naï. Mon bal nous vous allez naï. Pour ça, mon bal n'était pas vidéo, oh, bazan, oh, on a un zanango. N'engana la sabinote, n'engana zondeni. Voilà, et ça, après mariage, na Rachel olangi. Ce que tu le bani. T'es bandé au plus, tout changé. Tout ça, la part des choses. Tout côté à côté, tout le monde a le quoi, Rachel olangi, n'a pas mon centre. T'es à mon centre, t'es. A pays victime t'es. A yébaki makambo, parce que bon, moni, a ou date, il y a les 24, on va t'indiquer que ma message, attends, il m'a répondu, n'a été. Hein? Rachel olangi, on a 35 ans déjà, oui. Pourquoi on a un comportement à rythme ça? Mon rythme, ça me soit bloqué, j'ai totalement manqué, mais ils ont mon colo. Oui, maman, ça n'est marqué assis. Donc il fallait plutôt telle chose ramener sur la droite, mais ils ont bloqué, il a besoin de j'ai ton haut. Et un challenge, vous avez une zamba au sérieux. Oui, maman, quand zamba yoka non, tu peux sauver un zamba yoka, on pas qui parle en haut. Même tout ça aussi, c'est quand le logo celle qui m'a pas maman au lit, moi. Zamba, moi, zanika, zamba, ouais. Azanika sensible. Donc, ils ont vraiment la communauté congolaise. Naza a été pour s'aimer trouble, na vie à casser ou olangi, non.
You know what else he told me?
So, on a le droit de mentir. Il y a quand même ça dans la radio, dans ça dans la télé, ils appellent la prouve, la qui c'est le quoi, prouve de son on la qui ça. Parce que son money n'a pas exposé au parce que tu en as fait de trop à comme sur la soupe.
He showed me that he was on the phone with his parents, but look.
Oh my goodness.
Ghislaine, he told me Ghislaine was his cousin. I think Ghislaine is Axel's sister's husband. Ghislaine,
you know what he told me after I found out that no, before I found out that he got married, because I wanted him to tell me. I was still in shock. He told me that he's got COVID. And he's in quarantine for 2 weeks. And he was video calling me. I could see that he's on the bed, he's in a hotel. I'm asking myself, you are supposed to be working, but you are chilling on the hotel. He said he's in quarantine.
When is he arriving?
No, after the wedding.
After the wedding, après mariage, Kevin Kassia also na moi signé les sego c'est ndenge nini ozalo koza na hôtel bo o ba kenga na covid-19 awa ba kenga na quarantaine. Donc il y a un autre monde à naza isolé. Ouais, je crois il a place parce qu'il a nuit de noces. Donc Kevin est bien laissé que le roi azala na sans à choc na réseaux sociaux oh yeba ni mambo parce que laissez go singa ba vandeka bo Monica Kevin a sur téléphone a delete nini Facebook na on a dit na sur na Facebook a supprimer Instagram na on a dit na sur ba réseaux sociaux nzoka ayeba ki pourquoi ça on sait pas gentil Alain Kabia à London oui je suis là des boss Alain Kabia à London grand frère propriétaire de Kabia la diva master Babi Jean-Pierre Kibis de Panama maman Marie-Jeanne Kibis à Paris Porsche qui est un modèle chanteur Android Kaneza tout ça on ça du jeu tambanikette moto super
loué a Porsche pan.
Yeah, he's always obsessed about a Porsche. Yeah.
Okay, because apparently he bought one and then they couldn't collect it because of lockdown.
No, he doesn't have a Porsche.
No. Well, he bought Lash a Porsche for her graduation gift.
Bon, Randa, aussi qu'il y a une voiture Porsche pour la moine on a Lash wana existera. Te pour ça abi azo collecter azo so bilo ba gift pour na Lash bilo anga représente les sego.
He didn't answer. This was on the 10th of October. Can you see here? This is Ghislaine. Ghislaine, I think, is Eunice's husband. And there's
Ghislaine, yes. Ghislaine Chibamba, yes.
And then there's acsa. So what he told me in December, right? Sitting on that couch, he said to me, look at his cousin. You know, she's a big gospel. Because he told me this lady was his cousin. Relatives from his mother's side. They own a church. He even made us watch one of their church.
She said, "Acsa, she's a cousin."
He's his cousin.
This is the same girl you were telling me is your cousin. This is the same girl, isn't it? You even showed me pictures of her singing. This is the same girl that you showed me is your cousin.
No, you're confusing people now.
The gospel singer.
Are you sure?
Is her name not Sophie, Kevin?
No, her name is Acsa, not Sophie. Read there, you can see that. Her name is Acsa, her name is not Sophie. Look at there.
When is your wedding, Kevin? When is your wedding?
She's not getting married. Come on.
Alors, bi acsa olangi aza cousin et Kevin Kassé a dit moi so aza chanteuse star mais maza cousine nanga from Kouta na famille maman nanga.
Yes. And then he said to me, no, her fiance doesn't like her celebrity lifestyle, and she wants me to speak to the fiance.
The fiance is who? That's Guinea Chibamba.
No, it's him. He's talking about himself.
Oh.
He says she wants me to speak, and I'll show you the messages. Because when you went to Congo in December last year, I even asked him, "Have you met? Have you met your cousin?"
He didn't go to Congo. He went to Angola. That's why they proposed.
Wow.
Because he also told me that he went to Congo.
So when exactly you and Kevin start to meet?
I first met him on the 25th of July.
Last year?
Yes, 4 days after he met this lady, right?
Okay.
But at that time, he was still very married, right?
To me?
Yes, to you. Towards the end of October, right? The first time I gave him money, right? When he said he's going to America.
Oh, you meet her 2 days after him to meet acsa.
From what he said at the
speaker to DRC, yes.
And for some reason, he's speaking in English. Why he speaks English in the vows?
He wanted you to listen very well.
No, he wanted to look important, I think. He wanted for people to say, look, he's come from overseas, he speaks good English, maybe, I don't know.
The English that I taught him.
So you say, remember the dates?
So I met him on the 25th of July.
25th of July.
2019.
20 bakutana le 25 juillet 2019 na hier balingana. Dans le 25 juillet 2019 balingana babani relation bayo kabwana na le 20 novembre 2020 tango Kevin a édifié na kei na zo voyager parce que papa na nga sérieusement malade. Or le 20 novembre à Kendaki journal moi je crois bimettre parce que à Longwa n'avait pas laissé le 21 novembre à 3h du matin. Donc imaginons un peu. Yeah, you can continue.
Good morning, how are you? Now I want to show you where he's showing me here. DRC is from his hotel room. AXA probably paid for this.
The other side of Congo River on the picture sent
showing me about Congo River.
You can see a map. You see how close it is from Congo Kinshasa from Kinshasa to Brazzaville. Just
no, that's my transaction. Did you manage to do my transaction? I'm going to do it in the morning.
Dans la qui c'est fleuve Congo, hein? À la qui c'est fleuve Congo. Parce que fleuve Congo est close na mbo kana biso yam te séparé biso on tient des photos.
I believe that the engagement was in Congo because this is Congo. That's Congo Brazzaville.
Bon moni photo etinde la qui dans la zone est kaka nini background mo ba une photo à la qui c'est.
I want to show you where I asked him whether he's spoken to the cousin. Did you do my transaction? What are you guys doing today? Forgotten about your cousin. Oh, I had forgotten about your cousin. Oh, apparently someone died and they had to go to a funeral. The cousin died.
Let's say he's
that is not what you say, but how? I'm still chatting to your dad. He was talking. Always family meeting. Don't forget my transaction. I was very angry here because he left me in the lurch. I'm sorry. It was a very long night. Let's talk tomorrow, please.
Okay.
I want to show you where he says, where I asked him about AXA, because he told me AXA was his cousin.
Okay, sure.
Where I even asked about the fiance. No money yet. Oops, ignore that. I'm going to cousin's funeral. Off to bed, a little humor. There's somewhere, maybe says onto the coin. No, guilty party.
I think it was there because he left 2 weeks.
Donc, alors qu'il a reçu un message, il y a confirmation place Kevin Kassé a dit que non, acsa olangi sa cousine nangai côté famille maternelle. Il y a un des moments où il y a un temps parce que le message est tellement béni à Kevin Kassé. But he didn't block you on WhatsApp.
No, now he's blocked me.
Now.
I think he blocked me on the 26th.
Donc depuis le 26, il a bloqué le 26 novembre, a bloqué Chibo.
And he's also blocked me on Instagram.
A bloqué Instagram.
After I opened a group for the 3 of us, me, him, and Axa.
You must add me on that group.
No, he's already blocked her.
See, I'm always asking about the money. He doesn't answer.
But why did you keep on giving him so much?
No, because the explanation made sense. You took all his money. The lawyer's fighting to get the money back. As soon as the money comes back, I'll give you with interest.
I didn't take Kevin's money. He took my money too. Last day December he asked for 100,000 from me, and I said I don't have 100,000. I can help you. Meet me halfway. I gave him 70,000. He said his father is sick, his father is diabetic, his father is in jail, and he won't survive there.
You see the message?
Yeah. And then
yeah, come and see.
Did you meet your cousin's fiance? He was meeting himself.
Donc, boki ba voice, boki ba message, bo moni pe ndenge nani Kevin aebisa mosine o Chibo.
Showed me all.
Que
I wish I'd looked.
acsa olangi aza cousine na ya famille maternelle. Donc, likamke awa Kevin Kassé azalaka I got blood pressure. Tension na ngeza ya komata. Tension na ngana zo ma bien te. Donc à cause ça ka bon tout passi. Donc et l'autre raison ça dans ya ngwana. Donc il n'est vraiment pas sérieux. Et we want to handing
we want our money. I want my money. You left me in debt. Your car was repossessed. I need to pay that. You need to come pay that money. Really.
Alimbo na e futa 70,000 rand na e mutuka o defa na banque nyongeza makasi baye bakangi mutuka na yo. I
am not going to be responsible for the arrears of that car. I will not pay it. You need to come and sort out your mess. If you cannot come here, you need to give us our money. You also need to pay everything that I couldn't pay because I was busy supporting you. You need to do that. We owe the municipality. There's debts everywhere. And now you left me in this mess. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. You and your family, I'm going to sue you.
So, how did you feeling after knowing that it was said that all thing he said about Darcy?
I feel that one hurts me very much, and because of that, I will take this copy. I will give it to my lawyer. He will never see Darcy ever again. As long as I'm alive, he will never. Because how can you deny Darcy? You never said anything to me. Darcy has your name. Her name is Darcia. Kasia. You signed on her birth certificate. Now today you are telling another woman that she is not. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her. I'm going to show Darcy this message. And for that, I will show my lawyer that you should not even think of coming here to fight for custody because you would never see her. As long as I'm still alive, forget it. You will never see the child ever again. You and your family, you will never see Darcy again. The closing here, we're saying, Kevin Kassé, you need to come. Don't come. Stay there in Congo. Just send the money. Because you are now married there. You have money. You have a very, very luxurious wedding. Give us our money. This woman, she needs her money. I also need my money. I also need to pay the debts that you left me with here in South Africa. Your car was repossessed. I'm not going to pay for that money. 145,000.
The car was repossessed for how much?
He owes 145,000 rand on the car. 145,000 rand.
145, 45,000 rand.
On the car.
Because
he didn't pay the car for the whole year.
donc asali une année azala kofuta nyongo mutuka te nde ezala awa bazwa bilo na crédit des fois mutuka futaka mensuellement mais asala une année afuta te nyongo une année esali 145 000 rand nango te bafuta te yango baki bakangi mutuka obomona na balance bino extrait na video bakangi mutuka na ye mais mpona mwana lokwa yo wangani mwana oyebi osalaki bateste ya ba ADN aza mwana te lese kwa bi otikala suku mona dasi te ezala yo ezala famille na yo azala message okomelaki mwasi na ochibo aolakisa ngo dasi aopesa ngo mpe loya na ye avocat na ye po oza esu na droit moko te likolo na dasi parce que elle pouvait tout accepter ou humilier mais ko wanga na makila na o dasi parce que dasi comme na ye dasi kasser mais tala de gros wanga mwana na yo. What is your last word?
So for me, I am very, very hurt that as another woman, I was party to his lies. Right? For me to find out that he was still very much with you,
yes.
I had to reach out. I couldn't keep quiet anymore. I thought I'd just do my case quietly. I'm also going legal. He owes me money. He knows it. I've got all the proof. I've shown the ladies here. I've got all the proofs of payments. I've got his voice note saying he'll pay me. I've got his messages saying he'll pay me.
Hey, I'll pay your money. I say I'll pay your money. There's nothing you have to, there's nothing I can do right now until my dad answer me. He say I must wait. I say I'll pay your money. If it's about the money, I'll pay your money. If it's about only the money, I will pay your money. No one can help me to pay that money except my father. If you want someone to contact my father, not anyone else.
Plus, he paid me on the 24th of November. He paid me 5,000. Why would he pay me if he doesn't owe me money? Why would he pay me?
Futa mbongo na ye banyone so zaki na ngeze de 65 000 rand. Abane ko de somo parce que chaque fois no ene d'explication le lo papa na ngazo bele lo bi blandini ya na blandini mobile na za irresponsable whatever et le lo tension mati mutu pasi ya ngaza ko de somo surtout parce que ça que laisser kwa yiba mbongo na onyonso akima na ngolo ko l'avocat la ngela makambu ya ngwa o de fambongo ko se bazon c'est mbongo na yo o futa mbongo a chibo na intérêt tu vois bizon c'est mbongo na ye si 265 000 o futa 5 000 rand et 260 000 rand pesa mbongo na ye ana besoin na yo te o sa la vie na ye aza vraiment désolé terriblement désolé pour la maramunyo so o asala na vie na yo na kati anda kwa laisser go parce que ya yeba kite ya yeba kenda kwa neza la vie o vanda yo na mwana na yo mais akamo mwana mwaza mwana o te meneni laisser go kenda zo sundole la o mwana donc bah vraiment désolé Jojo Tambweni tête moto sukali Yves Malou papa des bébés Kinshasa Makambo Marie-Laure moi Kazoro Mabiala Lambert Kouka, Lambert Mouya, président Papi Monier, Jordan Mambalataï monétaire, Élisée Madiam, Vécation à la maître Salopard, Papa Netana Kenji Noah. Si vous avez aimé, dites merci aux médias Maman International TV Show. Abonnez-vous à notre chaîne YouTube. Surtout, je ne sais pas que vous interprétez mal ce que je suis en train de faire parce que quand Dieu choisit les moments pour exposer quelqu'un, et à volonté et moi je ne sais pas pourquoi est-ce que nous avons inclus dans le dossier oyo bon moni ba capture nga été yem ta contacté qui nga et par surprise nga pe na laissé donc tous à sérieux tout changer bandona so ba congolais boti ko nyoko la biso bandona no ba congolaise bozo linga biso bo boti si biso bo sundoli biso bo lanika ba congolaise mususu po ba na mbongo po ba me mabino na poto. Combien de Congolais basundola basi na bango na bana ah mais balandela monku basi d'africaine temindele te mais ba congolaise kaka c'est pas bien soyons gentils soyons humains tango ling intérêt mo bepo na yo kanisa fait pas aux autres comme ninga laissez go ero aza la plus malheureuse que les kabatunyonso en tout cas na je suis écœuré pour elle mais non ça nini non c'est un ran nzamba pesa makasi donc voilà je disais que c'est déjà la fin prenez-nous au sérieux. Bon, respecter basi peut aussi respecter et ça c'est que bon si moi on va tous donner la banane. Abonnez-vous massivement sur notre chaîne YouTube et si vous avez aimé dites merci. Apporte mon autrement dit Porsche qui est une modèle chanteur Android. Lancez-vous au prochain numéro. Bye bye.